Facebook. Everybody out there? We're going to bring you up on.
We're not. I'm on Wildfire Radio
in just a minute.
Yeah. According to that, we are live. Oh, somebody's chimed in already.
Are we there? Who are they?
I can't tell from here. I was hoping I could tell from
That looks like Margie.
really tell.
If that is the case, hello, Margie.
And if it's not, hello to whoever you are. We're going to try and.
Unless it's the public, John.
Yeah.
Tell all your friends we are here. We are running late for your convenience.
Yes.
Because we knew a lot of you would not be ready.
Yes. That's the kind of guys we are.
And we knew that because we also are not
We
ready.
also are not ready. But for some reason, it's not coming up here.
Are you guys ready for a
here we are.
magnificent show?
So I'm going to share this to, first off, John Harris page. And then share to comedy page. Share it to all the stinking pages.
Oh, you what? I just realized you had a picture of me up
Of where?
on the thing.
On the here, right?
Yes.
And I thought it was a lovely picture.
Well, that's because it's of me.
Well, as humble as you
Oh.
are.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Turning down the volume so we can. All right, Margie, thank you for watching again. I love that anywhere we are, I know that you are close behind, supporting.
Yes.
And
Hey, Rudy Reel's watching. Awesome.
Yeah, you got to turn your volume down.
Yeah.
All right, we have a lot of information to go over on tonight's show with you guys about upcoming shows and where we're going to be and all that fun stuff. We got 3 people watching. If you guys are there, say hi so we know who you are.
Hey, Maria, what's up,
Say-
man? Hold on a second. I'm gonna put us on audio too. So
okay.
not only are we gonna be on Facebook Live, we're
Oh.
gonna record now for
You guys
Wildfire.
are going to listen to us and watch us record at
There we go.
Wildfire. Apparently, we sound a little spotty. We're going to try to change
Well, it
that.
could be. We'll try to change that. We'll work on that as we go. Somebody maybe let us know if we get any better.
Hi, Maria. I think she joined last time we were on as well.
Yes, I believe she did.
It's nice to
She
talk
is
to you
my
again.
friend.
Nice to.
She is my friend
She likes me for who I am.
for who I am, which is sad for her because, Lord, come on.
I love who you are.
Hey, Maria, what's going on, Ben? You all right? Everything going okay? I'm checking stuff out here, so I think we're okay volume-wise. Your microphone should be on, Rudy.
Yeah, we have.
I guess we're on, but spotty. Hopefully, we're a little better. We'll try that. It might have been me doing things and not being close to the microphone.
No, you notice she says we sound like we're on Spotify. Our podcast is
Actually,
going
we are.
platinum. We are?
Actually, it does go on Spotify.
Yeah, I mean, I knew
did
that.
find that out the other day, and that was a darn fine comment on your part.
It's almost like I know what I'm doing.
It's
and that's the best
almost
part.
like you knew. What
All
you
right,
knew.
we have 5 people watching, but only 2 people have said hello. If you're watching
I know.
and you would like to be recognized on the World Wide Web,
Or not recognized,
yeah,
in case you're trying to be anonymous. Yeah.
And if there's one place to be anonymous, it's on this
It's right
show.
here on the
Nobody
show.
is going to
Nobody.
know you are
There's
on this
nobody
show.
gonna know. And you don't even have to admit it. How great is that? You are watching / listening to, like that slash. Sounds violent, doesn't it? The slash.
You know what? It just reminded me. There's a new Nicolas Cage movie that came out that's supposed to be very like reminiscent of the old slasher movies.
Oh, cool.
That I've been hearing mixed reviews on. I think I'm going to watch that tonight.
Oh, awesome. So there we go. Let me see. Maria is awesome. Yes, you are correct, Mark. Maria is absolutely awesome. She's the bestest ever. Sounds better. So yeah, I think that was me just turning away from the microphone for a few minutes. But we are on the Public John podcast on wildfireradio.com. If you're listening, that'll probably be later this week. We're here Friday night the 7th. And we're live on Facebook.com.
At Naomi's Cafe in Northfield.
Beautiful Naomi's Cafe in Northfield. Why don't you, for a second, while I step away and get something very important to me.
He's putting pants back on.
I know, because I'm afraid the camera may accidentally catch me pantless again. And last time that happened, I didn't have bail money because it was in my pants.
That's
so,
true.
You know, I wasn't.
And I refused to give
And
them back.
he wouldn't give my pants back.
Um,
Rudy, I need bail.
There's no kind of party like a Jersey comedy kind of party.
Comedy, pantless, no bail party.
So we are at Naomi's Cafe in Northfield at the Island Gym shopping plaza, the square here, where yours truly does balloons and breakfast on Sunday mornings here from 10 to 1. At least most of the times. This month, because of it being a holiday season, I was here.
You were here this past week.
Yeah, I was here last week. I'll be here this Sunday, the 9th, and then the 30th as well.
We're going to skip the other.
The 2 Sundays I am booked at a Christmas, 2 Christmas events up north.
Okay. Nice.
Something about that sounds weird.
Up north, like North Pole?
No, like that 2 other people booked me. Like something.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the same event. I don't know if they're doing. I should probably look into that.
Yeah, I would think you probably. It sounds suspicious. I mean,
so we have 6 people watching. Thank you guys for joining in.
And
comment below, say hi, give us some hearts. The heart reacts make us feel love.
Feel like love with love. I haven't been loved since 1943.
There needs to be some women emojis here so we can feel.
And you know, that's true. Actually, if you think about it, they're really they make them generic and
that's.
I mean, sometimes the activity ones have like a male runner and a female runner, but other than that,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not that we know what a male runner.
Well, I read something about running, and we our one audience member apparently is heckling
just got hit with shrapnel.
With shrapnel. Oh my gosh! Hopefully, Rudy, you'll be okay. I think my microphone is a little high for some reason. Lucky microphone. Dude, okay.
I just got the most magnificent love note in
love note.
It says I love you. It was.
Give me my love letter. Rudy's opening my mail, and folks, that's a federal offense. Seriously.
This show has been a roller coaster of emotions.
And you know what? If I could love, it would be you. Yeah, but I don't have that capability. But hey,
I love that it was so randomly and aggressively thrown at me that I thought I was getting in trouble for saying something, and I opened it up and I said I loved you, and I felt loved, like a note like this should make you feel.
Yeah.
And right at the apex of me feeling fantastic, there was that it's not for you, like a secondary explosion that happened.
And you know, I don't know if you noticed, she wailed you with it too, right? So that's kind of like rubbing it. I'm hitting you, so you'll give this to the right person.
And like, I'm breaking down the directory of where I felt the hit and what was in the way. I feel like it couldn't have been her. There had to be a second. There had to be a second thrower.
That might be for me. I don't know where it went.
John, why is it everything I do with you gets so thrown off track so fast
if you ever
into
noticed
it?
That. We can never do anything planned, have notes, because it would be a waste. That's why we don't do notes. It's a waste. Okay. I love you too, Rudy.
Oh, no, that one was delivered to you.
Yeah, but with a heart and everything.
Oh.
So I guess I'm supposed to read that. It's the audience member that loves Rudy. I tolerate him. We tolerate
I
each other.
think these are our cue cards. I'm supposed to read to you, John, I love you.
Yes.
And you would say,
I love you too, Rudy.
Oh, there we go. That's perfect.
Yeah, and
again, just
in sequence.
The emotions up and down on the public John.
It's just a a seesaw of emotion. Kind of like a teeter-totter of emotion.
This is amazing.
No, they said,
I
want tater tots.
Oh, really? Why are we talking?
Because I got hungry.
Oh, you know why?
No,
if there's one place to talk about and come for great food,
it would be here.
Naomi's
That's
Cafe.
the problem. We're here
specifically
when it's closed.
No,
it's good food.
But Brian said, like, you're a terrible food person. This place is great to go. We're here when it's closed.
Yeah, it is great, but we just here after hours. And
that's true.
Which is hard because they have great food. So I'm in this place with great food and none here.
They have that. Every time I try something new from here.
I wish there was a Naomi's cup. I would have that.
we'll make it a little.
We're gonna make it a Naomi show because hey, if you knew how this was running right now.
Oh yeah. Every time I try something new from here, I am pleasantly surprised with everything.
And I am as well. You're right.
And which is weird. I used to be a very picky eater, and it would be the same thing everywhere I went. Didn't matter what I got.
I don't think you'd be that boring. That's boring.
Oh yeah. Oh, listen. So, and not even picky. Like I just didn't like eating anything. One of my favorite stories, and I don't know if I told you this, was on Thanksgiving when I was probably about 16.
Right.
I didn't want the turkey. I didn't want the vegetables. I was not down for the Thanksgiving dinner. I think the only thing I liked was mashed potatoes and stuffing.
Wow.
So my grandmother there's got to be 25, close to 30 people over for Thanksgiving dinner. I order a cheesesteak.
Really?
And it gets delivered right as we're sitting down for food. There's a knock on the door, and I jump up and go, I'll go get it. I go down, I pay for my cheesesteak, I come back up to Thanksgiving table. My very Italian grandmother almost killed me at the table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Best cheesesteak ever.
I keep getting, it's not that I'm not paying attention, folks. It's that we're getting fluctuating volume levels.
Senility.
So what could happen if anybody listens on radio and we don't fix that? It's going to be like, which is how my ex-wife used to say she loved me. So, but that's all.
Oh,
love.
No, because I just read the note, and Margie is absolutely on point. We did not do that on purpose. Our microphones match our shirts.
That's true. You picked it, though.
I went with it because I like green over red.
This one is, my shirt's close. It's orange. And my mic is, well, kind of a, they're close enough on video. You're right. Yeah.
I'm torn between whether I really like that we did that or hate that we did that.
I hate that we did that. I really do. We can change it.
Really?
Yeah. Just pull it.
I don't know if I.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm here. Sitting at the wrong spot.
Sitting at the wrong spot.
Wait, hon, I've changed mine into a clown nose. There we go.
There you go. That's Rudy.
I just realized half of our listeners are going to be on the radio and have no idea what I'm doing. So if you're watching on the Public John's live Facebook feed,
yes,
this is where the action happens.
Which is really scary.
I look pretty. How's my profile? I want to get arrested like this.
I thought you had been.
Keep that guy away from my cocaine.
Away from it. Well, at least he's not like the last guy. This one's wearing pants. That's what we call in the comedy business a callback.
A callback.
Yes. And you could see more of those, and only they're funnier, on December 14th. When, Rudy?
December 14th.
Yes, but when?
When December 14th is doors open at 7 and show is at 8 at Naomi's Cafe.
Which is exactly 1 week from tonight.
1 week from tonight.
That's right. Tonight's Pearl Harbor night, so I'll probably bomb. And
this is called foreshadowing.
Yes.
Now we know what's going to happen.
Now
in the future.
we know what's going to happen in the future. I'm going to bomb.
I'm
doesn't
glad.
Matter when.
See, this show is not only entertaining; it's educational.
Yes.
Now we've learned about foreshadowing and callbacks because as a balloon artist, a callback is not something I get too often. No, not at all.
No, not at all. And if you do, it's probably not good.
No, what I get more often is the wrong phone number.
Oh, yeah. I got that.
But that's actually how I met you.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is. And it's been special ever since.
It was not the good time I was promised.
No, and yeah, sorry about that, but that's as good as it's going to get. So,
this is...
Margie says you are the Rembrandt of balloons.
Oh, Margie, I love you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, listen, Rembrandt
is a big time deal. Yeah, which is different than being the Picasso of balloons. Imagine making those. That'd be real fun.
Well, it's easy. You just make a regular one and then pop in here.
Pop it somewhere. Make another one. You don't have to really look like anything. It's all your perspective.
Man, I wish I had the ability to spin art like that.
Yeah.
If there are times like I'll make a dog, which I think looks like an amazing the dog was the worst example I could have picked. Anything that I'm making, whether it be a hippo, if Alyssa Dorado from Alyssa face painting is watching this. My hippo is magnificent. She says that I make a terrible hippo. I make a magnificent hippo. Don't anybody ask for my hippo.
Not so good on the rhino.
No, what the hippo with the Come on. So I can make a balloon that I think is great, and if somebody else perceives it differently and goes, "Oh, what's that supposed to be?" That is the most hurtful thing for
you, right? Exactly.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm so happy I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this balloon, which makes it very messy when it pops.
Oh,
and I love that I got a laugh out of you. That was terrible. That was a terrible.
Well, the blood part got me. The tears and the sweat doesn't bother me that much, but the blood made me run for the hazmat glove.
Well, listen, some of those balloons are very sharp. That's why some pop.
Hey, Albert Casper. Good evening, sir. Thank you.
Albert.
Albert's got a power washing business over coming.
Oh.
And he's really great. He's really good at it. You should see what happened with that building after he actually cleaned it off. It was like, all right, who replaced the building? I mean, it was that drastic. So
we gotta. I like seeing before and after pictures.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. Albert's probably got some. But someday, if he posts some, I'll send them to you.
All right, Albert, thank you for joining in.
Thanks for joining in. Jen McBride, who is going to do our 3-spot on the 14th of December, right here.
Nice.
Yes.
At what time?
That would be at 8 o'clock showtime.
And what time do the doors open for that?
7:15. I like to say 7-ish.
This is a callback to the foreshadowing.
Yes, it is.
So what is that? Is that just now?
Well, I think the show is going to be funny-ish.
Funny-ish.
Yeah. So if we keep the bar low. Which, if the bar is low, does that mean it's somebody that's vertically challenged and drink there?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I think it could be.
And apparently there are a million pictures on Albert's page. So
there probably are.
What's the name of the company? What's his Facebook? Let's send people over.
Yes, Albert. It is Albert Casper Power Washing, I believe, or Casper Power Washing, right? Let me know, and we'll let people know as you put this on here. So yeah, Jen McBride is Andy referred her to us, Andy Julia, and she's going to come out. And her first time ever is going to do 3 minutes on the well, I would say on the stage, but behind the microphone. So that'll be exciting for nobody else. It'll be exciting for her, and maybe some friends if she brings some people. And love the shirts and matching microphone covers. Yeah, we changed them.
Well, you know what? I just read that, and I thought that we didn't change it. So I'm staring at my red microphone, and I'm like, wait, what kind of shirt am I wearing? Like,
You want to switch them back?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I kind of missed the green one.
Yeah, you missed the green one. You haven't been as funny since we changed it.
Oh, you piece!
Go ahead and say it. We're on Facebook Live. You can say it. You can say piece of shit if you want.
There is a link. I am a children's entertainer, sir. I do not speak such words.
Yeah,
Ben, John.
Thank you.
There is a link. It's Albert Casper Jr. at Casper's Power Washing LLC.
Oh, awesome. It's an LLC. Nice job.
I love the emojis are the rock on symbol and a ghost. I am pretty sure he has killed somebody with a power washer.
And that's okay. I mean, if otherwise, it's not really a true power washer, is it?
Albert is now. I stopped listening to you because I am now best friends with Albert. He says that was a low blow.
Yes.
And I'm going to embellish a little bit that you should not be so mean to your very talented co-host.
Oh, nice.
Everybody, please go to Casper's Power Washing LLC and let them know that that Rudy Reel from Lucky Duck Entertainment sent you, and not John What's-His-Face from that comedy thing you may have heard of somewhere.
Oh, thanks a lot. It's John Harris from Jersey Comedy, and you're watching the Public John, because it wouldn't sound right if it was the Public Rudy.
That's because nobody wants to pee on me.
Nobody wants actually.
Well, never mind. Listen, if this balloon thing doesn't work out, I'm open to any job opportunities.
Remember you said there was bodily fluids in the balloon, so I mean, the Public John on wildfireradio.com if you're listening, and also we're going to be available on iTunes and Google Play, and I was told it's on Spotify. I have to check that part out, but I believe it is. And also, obviously, if you're watching right now, we're on Facebook Live on Facebook.com/thepublicjohn. I still think slash sounds so violent. I love that you don't actually know where this show is being broadcasted. That people are just telling you, yeah, you're on Spotify too, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess I am. Yeah. Coming to a major movie theater soon, live on Broadway, the Public John. It's like John was on Broadway and John didn't even know. So,
that's the only song you know. I remember that from
that's right, last week. Two different things, and I'm like, worst part is I've never done that song before in my life.
That's amazing.
To me, it's like there was the old magician trick. It was like
with the fingers.
And that's where that kind of came from, and I've never gotten it out of my head, which is really scary. Hi, Jim Comas. Jim is watching us. He is actually I think Jim could give me his title. The Veterans United Memorial Military Museum, VUMMM. It does have a Facebook page. They are in Tuckerton, and actually they're trying to raise money because they are totally not supported by taxpayer dollars.
Oh.
But they go out and they give lectures. They have a facility where you can come in and see artifacts, everything from letters from soldiers from World War I believe, on. Jim, if you're still watching, yeah, please go ahead and correct me, obviously, on the name and and what you guys do if I missed something. And they don't charge for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Educational. They'll go to schools, churches, as well as they actually have the facility, a museum. But they're trying to raise some money to make it a nicer place right now. It's basically a couple of mobile homes, which are nice. I mean, they have them cleared out. It's not like they're cramped or anything, but they're trying to raise enough money to get a facility, a bigger facility, or at least add on to that one. So, and we did with Zane, your friend Zane.
Oh,
Bernie,
yeah.
We did Zane's very tight with Jim. Zane is great. And we did a fundraiser up there.
Okay.
In Tuckerton for them. And it paid off. We sold out, if I remember, Jim, right? I think we sold the place out. It was like 80-some people. It was dinner and the comedy show.
Oh, wow.
And there was a little music in between and music from dinner live. So it was a really great show. And a friend of ours, I don't think he's listening tonight because I think he's feeling ill and probably resting up, Zach Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Zach.
Zach, feel better?
Zach filled in because somebody else wasn't feeling well that night. Zach came up to watch and support the show, and I kind of drafted him because it was only me and Zane if he didn't do it.
And you know what? I think you were telling me that story the first day that I met Zach.
Right. Probably was.
So, yeah, Zach's a nice guy. I look forward to working with him again.
Yep, and we're going to have him on again, but he's pretty busy because he's running Plain Broadcasting. Really growing fast with a lot of stuff. So,
they need a balloon guy.
At some point. Well, you've been there.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you know somebody. Actually, the person I know, I'm surprised isn't watching, but it's Friday night. She's had a busy week.
Is that my favorite?
Yeah.
Is that,
you know what I'm talking about?
Joan, right?
Jane.
Jane. Well, Joan is my second favorite. Jane is my first favorite. Can we edit this?
We can't edit the live portion, but
thank God she's not watching.
I don't think she's
watching.
Wait,
what's her last name? I always. Okay, see, that's what messed me up.
Okay.
I was working backwards.
He was working. Wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Move on, lad. Move on.
I had so much fun with her that day of filming.
Yeah, Jim just verified. Yeah, it was a step.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have more.
We're gonna go back up there in April. We're going to that specific place, but yeah, I think I'd like to, even if it's a joint venture with Lucky Duck and us, or even if it's not Jersey comedy, if it's just you and I. I think I'd like to do that. Go out and do some fundraisers and help the community out.
Listen, I'm all about raising money for people that need it.
Exactly. And speaking of that, Monday from noon until Tuesday at noon, I have to technically pay off a bet from when I did, and I believe it was a Quinn radio show, or it might have been the podcast that I filmed there, but one of our Quinn people challenged me to be on the air with Zach. Zach and I have done some shows together, like an hour, half-hour shows or whatever. But because we're so opposite, it's like the odd couple. Younger guy in shape, older guy, proof that Weebles wobble and do fall down. Weeble's an old toy reference, but it's even they weren't supposed to fall. But I do. If you don't know the reference, Google it. I'm not going to try to explain it.
Jokes are always better when you explain everything.
When you have to explain a joke, let's face it. It tanked. Okay, done. All right. Jim Grasso from Wildfire Radio is watching. Thanks, Jim. Hopefully I've got this volume thing figured out. I don't see us going into the, as they say, going into the red too much anyway. Only when we start laughing too loud.
Yeah, which luckily doesn't happen too often.
Luckily, it's a comedy show, so that's not happening very much. Right. We're not doing that. You guys are in trouble. I don't know why we're in trouble. But
oh, what do we do?
I don't know, but we're going to try and do some.
I deny everything. I have an alibi.
What was the old thing saying? We had a police work, admit nothing, deny everything, and demand proof.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we're like, and question the video, because the video stuff was just starting, and question the video. Chain of evidence was important. There was somebody else.
More education from John.
Yes, yes. Very important.
I learned the most ridiculous stuff talking to you.
Are you talking to me? That's the most trivial stuff that most people should forget, and so should I. And but I really wrong. So yes, on Quinn Broadcasting's Facebook channel, which is, and I am going to give a shameless plug for Quinn Broadcasting, only because of what they're doing. We had a show last night. If you want to look up Facebook.com, QB as in boy, CSJ, which is basically Quinn Broadcasting Company, South Jersey. Jane Janro and I were on last night.
Oh.
And it is on that Facebook channel because we had a phone call in from the Salvation Army in Cumberland County.
Really?
They have 280 families that still need
what they call
adopting.
Adopting for the holidays.
Which is basically helping give them gifts and helping feed them and things like that. That have really had something happen over it, devastating during the year or maybe in 2 years. And they're trying to dig themselves out of holes. And at least for the holiday season, the Salvation Army does a lot of work trying to help those folks out, as they do all year long. But the holiday season, obviously, between the weather being cold, and of course, it's the time of year where you don't want to see anybody not be able to celebrate their holiday.
Now, where else? We're going to get a little serious here for a second. Because
so please, I would say forgive us, but you know what? We got to get it out.
Where else is that information being shown and being broadcasted? That I've heard nonstop about that mumble rapper, whatever, 6ix9ine getting arrested and going to jail. I've heard about that for like a week or two straight, which I have no interest in whatsoever. But we don't hear enough about the Salvation Army trying to help 280 families.
And that's really, and I will post something later on the Public John page and on my personal page as well. Getting a sponsorship for Duncan to keep you guys acting down on the 10th. We're trying. I don't know if we're getting one from them. I'm hoping to get one from somebody else. Zach drinks Monster drinks.
If Monster's looking to sponsor anybody, I am in the process of replacing all of the blood in my body with the Monster Zero.
Well, I can tell you that Zach Reed has already done that. Oh, it's brutal.
Hashtag my hero.
Yes, yes. Actually, I think he did have them sponsor his DJ company for a while at some point. They were one of his sponsors.
Oh, how did I got to talk to him and do that?
Yeah, you guys need to check. Don't know. Hoping, because there is one right nearby. But also the problem is we put this together within a week or so. So we're hoping it's M25 initiative in Cumberland County, which is separate from the Salvation Army initiative. This M25 initiative is to help the homeless. In Cumberland County, some of which are better and some aren't. But it is to find, especially again this time of year, to try to help the homeless, whether it's finding them a place to stay or again getting them food or clothing. It's everything that they would need in Cumberland County. And so Zach and I were trying to raise $5,000. So what we're doing, I can't believe. If anybody out there doesn't know what a tote board is, please let me know, because I said, if you guys got a tote, listen. And they're like, do you have a tote board? And they're like, what is that? And I'm like, they don't know what a tote board is. So I'm probably going to have some campy homemade tote board sitting there with, I'm probably going to make it myself over the weekend with just a cork board and hand-drawn numbers so that we can keep track.
Yeah.
And I think there is a link. Amber, Lynn, if you're still watching, can you send me the link if you're still watching? Because that would be great. If anybody's watching that knows what the link is for the M25 initiative for Monday. And Zach Reed and I are going to co-host. Well, we're going to both be hosting from noon Monday until noon Tuesday, 24 hours. The most either one of us will be off camera is an hour.
All right.
One mic going for just an hour.
And
other than that,
what Monday and Tuesday is this? What's
this
the date?
Monday coming I think is it 15th or 16th?
The
What is
10th?
Monday? Or is it? Oh, you're right. I apologize. It is the 10th. Yes, Monday the 10th into Tuesday the 11th. We are going on for 24 hours. The bet was that I couldn't host with Zach for more than the 1 hour. And of course, I piped up and said, for the right cause or enough money, I could. And of course, a couple weeks later, this idea came out. And I was like, and I got called on the bet. Well, I guess what you got to do now.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's fine. Zach and I are kind of like the odd couple, but that's sometimes why it works.
Yeah. And where is that going to be
We're going to be
at?
from Queen Broadcasting in Bridgeton.
Mm-hmm.
You've been there. It's 1771 South Burlington Road. If you guys want to make a donation, please feel free to stop by if you're in that area, or if you want to just take a drive. Like I said, we're going to be there at night as well, from noon Monday until noon Tuesday, all night long. And who knows what we're going to wear. It could be anything from footy pajamas and onesies at some point. Keep changing clothes or whatever. I don't know. I'm working on my Winnie the Pooh pajamas,
I'm thinking of the idea like doing a quick change, but you said that you can be away for an hour. Yeah, so it's going to be 24 of the slowest quick changes ever.
Yeah. It's like I will no sooner get changed than I will go, okay, I've got to go change. That's probably what it'll be. Maybe we'll break the records for most wardrobes in the telethon in 24 hours.
Oh my God!
I don't think we will. We're not Cher, so we won't be able to change.
Yeah, but I don't think she's ever done it for 24 hours.
Probably not. Well, you mean change clothes?
Yeah, I think you guys should reach out to Guinness and to set a world record and see what they would say.
When somebody was practicing paper bowling,
would be the world record for how many quick changes in 24 hours.
You never know. If it's a non-existent record, we technically would be setting it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think there's a thing where they determine what would be reputable to start off with. Sorry, I seem to have dropped a piece of my paper.
A piece of your earlier
that was never on the table.
It's a sequel to Love Note. Janine, thank you for watching. Janine's like my wife. If she wasn't married to my best friend, she would be my wife.
Oh.
But she can't be, because if he wasn't my friend, I'd be not going with her.
Well, I don't know him, so tell her to call me.
I would risk rejection and a restraining order.
That's the making for true love.
I was just going to say, can I tell you something? The risk for rejection isn't really much of a risk. It'd be like, nah, which is pretty much all of it. Rudy and Zach sold a piece of their souls to Monster.
But listen, for the right price, I'll give them any part of me they want.
I was going to say, you've sold your soul a long time ago. I don't even know if you sold it, because I don't know if you got enough for it. But
what? I am a good person, sir. I will have you know.
Okay. Congratulations, you got that going for you. So how's that working out for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all right. So you are watching and listening to Public John. That is on Quinn Broadcasting on Facebook.com, 24 hours, Monday noon, Tuesday noon. And I will post a link and make a post again on this page and others for you folks. If you want to pledge something, obviously you can call us as well. We'll probably have a phone hooked up so we can take some calls and go from there. And so we're going to try to interact with you guys, and we have no idea. It's really like a version to me if you've ever watched me do what they call off the cuff. You've been on it,
yeah.
I think. To me, it's going to be like a 24-hour version of off the cuff.
That is amazing.
Comes in,
that is amazing, because I did off the cuff with you guys, and wasn't it only like 30 minutes or how long was it?
Off the cuff is an hour.
An hour?
Yeah. The other show might have been, you might have done a TV show.
I think it did the TV show and then the off the cuff. Yeah. And the off the cuff for only being an hour felt like 24 hours. So I can only imagine what actual 24 hours
24 hours is going to really feel like, wow. Somebody want to multiply 24 by 24 and depress me. And somebody's out there with their phone or calculator right now. Margie's going to give us an answer. The clock is running. Tick, 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 tick. 24 times 24 is,
Uh,
I don't know. Well, I guess what, 480 or 4,800?
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm normally
4,800.
really good at math, but like
Yeah.
I've got to have that ambition. Like there's really me solving that multiplication problem would only make you happy, and that's
Right.
not enough
And
motivation
that's not
for me to do
motivation for
anything.
you to make me happy. And no one has had that motivation in about 72 years. So you are.
You look great for 72.
Thank you very much. Well, no, I'm older than 72. They just haven't had that.
Really?
For 72
How old are you?
93, 94.
Oh, you look like shit for 93, but for 72,
72, I look
you
great.
look fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you. I've been working on it. Yeah. You know what it is? I only use the walker at night.
Oh, that would do it.
Yeah. So it's right over there. Which is different than a street walker. But there's somebody, if they're watching, she knows what I'm referring to. And that's funny. But we're leaving it there.
That's good. Welcome to the Public John, where they will make jokes for one person not watching the show.
I will make jokes for less than one person. If there's a quadruple amputee, I will make a joke for them if they want. Right away.
I love that we are getting airmail thrown at us.
Yes. Yeah. From the studio audience. And who knew we had a studio audience, number one? Hey! Hey, we have a studio audience member. I would say it's sitting room only, but
576.
What, hours? I was way off. What, 24? Oh, you did the 24 times 24. So that 24 hours would seem like 576 hours, which tells you how way off I was. I'm math in my head.
That makes me so happy. You have no idea.
Which is how many days? What, 24 days? Right? Who cares? Who cares? Either way, it will seem like someone killed me.
This is what. Why is this a thing that has happened here?
Because we allowed it. So why not? So yeah, folks, if you're watching, please say something. No, go ahead and comment. Actually, one thing I'm going to talk about a little bit more is our show.
Okay.
Because Rudy here has volunteered. Well, kind of got volunteered.
Like
but he's voluntold. It's very nice. But nice term.
Thank you.
You should use that. Less often.
That is somebody else's. And
I was going to somebody else's. And
I'm borrowing
you're
it.
borrowing it? Give it back. But really, we should go on the road. Oh, that's right. We do. Just not.
So, we're going to raise money for every time you make me feel bad about myself, John. Here I am trying to help out your show and raise money for people, and you just make me feel bad.
Somehow I doubt that. And the Emmy and Academy Award performance is not really genuine. It doesn't feel that way.
What? Who thought that was a believable? Well, man, I guess bouncing back and being fine doesn't really sell it.
Yeah.
Who at the time thought I was seriously hurt?
And has anybody called you about buying the medical alert bracelet that you saw in the infomercial?
No. I would love to work on infomercials.
They would be great. I did a voiceover the other day for a commercial, and it was like really back to the old DJ days. I was like, oh, this is so cool. I want to do some more. I might just make some up and do them. It's just wing on it.
What was are you allowed to say what the voiceover was for?
Oh, why not? Because I'm on the Public John. It's my show. I can say anything I want.
Wait, you did a voiceover for your own show? That
No.
Oh, okay.
What? No. It wasn't for a commercial.
Oh, okay. What was it?
Legit commercial. Kenny Protective Agency.
Okay.
Which is a new security agency starting up in Cumberland County.
Oh, nice. So check them out.
So if you get a chance,
is that commercial out yet, or
yes, that commercial on Queen Broadcasting is out. Yes, we've been playing.
I want to do voiceover.
Oh, voiceover is great. I loved it.
Zach.
You know what happens? The microphone got in front of me, and it just reminded me of all the old 18, 19-year-old days when I was a DJ. And it was great. It was like, okay, here we go now. Boom. And it was like, here's this thing. I'm editing the copy, and it was only like a 3-sentence copy. And it was like, oh, this is so cool. But I was like, I'm just doing that.
I want to do voiceover. Why don't call me for voiceover work?
Well, listen to you. Call me for voiceover work. Well, unless you're doing Disney commercials. I don't know.
I am not a Muppet, John. I am a real boy. I mean, hello, welcome to now I hate my voice. This is
with your microphone or your shirt. Let me ask you a question.
Is it easy to be good? No, it's not easy to be good.
Hi, where are you? I am.
Janine?
We are in beautiful Naomi's Cafe in downtown Northfield.
Who says downtown Northfield?
I do.
All right, downtown. We're in the Island Gym Shopping Center.
I think these guys were here.
Center.
Janine, I think you guys were here. This is where we held the 60th birthday party.
Oh,
That
yeah.
turned into a roast. And
That was a good show. I like that.
it wasn't great.
I think I stole your birthday candles.
You probably did.
The ones that lit and then they moved and they sang a song.
Yeah, and you took them out to the car in 3 trips. Because I don't want to tell you I'm old, but it took them a while to get them all out.
I remember I saw that and my first thought was, John is not going to be able to blow out those candles.
Oh, no.
I was like, I did you a favor.
Well, I did weigh about 70 more pounds then, too. So it would have been, it was like, I would have had to, I would have been like tag teaming people. I got 5. It was tough. And the festivities afterwards were somewhat fun, if I remember correctly.
I went to church after that show. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you were worshiping somebody, but that's a whole different story.
Listen, I'm a good person. I'm an ordained minister. I went straight to church.
Well, I'm an ordained minister. It took me all 10 minutes and $15, I think. But thank you, Jesus.
Listen, you're not allowed to talk about what happens after the show. Because that's all that stuff.
I didn't go into detail. I'm just saying the festivities.
It was very birthday.
Yes, birthday. Here we go. It was very,
everybody was in their birthday suits, right? That was
what's that
celebratory.
Yeah, just made a word. It's like celebrity celebrated.
I'm trying to make up words based off real words.
Yeah, it's not working. Yep. Yeah. So we are Naomi. This is where we had that party where
everybody came out and had a great time. And
I had a good time too. We really didn't know it was going to turn into a roast, but I sure figured with that crew, with Andy,
everybody.
Michelle Tonko was very funny. I'm trying to remember who else. Dave Dudley, I think. Dave D.
Yeah, Dave D was there. What else did we have? Mike Carina?
I don't think we had him that night. I think somebody else had him that night. If I know what I'm saying, I think you do.
I love the dated references that nobody else is going to get.
Nobody's going to get
but I know them, and I'm like, old Groucho Marx.
That's it. That's a Groucho Marx. Say the secret right, and who the hell knows where you're going to go. I would say you'd win some money, but I'm not giving it. Wasn't even my best Groucho impression.
You realize now I want to hear your best Groucho. Not now, because I know you're
because now I'm too self-conscious.
Oh, you know what?
Maybe
on the 10th and 11th during that 24-hour fundraiser.
I could be pulling out a veritable potpourri of dated impressions. I mean, I have some that, you know what it is. I was doing them when I was younger. And, of course, all those folks either died or didn't stay famous. So it's like I would do the impression, and I can see people just look at me going, yeah, I think you're supposed to be somebody else. Yes, I am. But they never know who it is. Like when I tried to do Howard Cosell once again, talking about Muhammad Ali. And I've done that better too, but I haven't practiced it.
I would have known who you were talking about.
You would have. And Muhammad Ali.
How old am I? I feel like I'm not old enough to know these references, but I absolutely know them.
Maybe when you were a kid, you were still around doing money.
Maybe.
But it's possible. Joe Dudek's watching. Joe, so now we are definitely nationwide, or partly nationwide, because Joe is from Kansas.
Oh, thank you,
She's
Joe.
Watching from Kansas. Thanks, Joe. It's just been, so all my impressions are dated. Not all of them, but some of them. Some of them, like James will be rubber.
Yeah.
You don't do that one. I've been working on Yoda, which is very close to Kermit, except he says things backwards. Like, green.
Did you watch the Happy Time Murders?
Not yet.
That movie? That was a Jim Henson.
There you go.
Or a Henson.
And Margie's right, and now I'd have to work on that one too. I used to be Columbo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Columbo?
Yeah. Columbo has been in reruns too for quite. It's still on ETV or something. I think once in a while I flip by channels and I see Columbo on tonight, and I'm like, he's been dead for 25 years. Unless he's solving his own death, I don't understand what the deal is here, Columbus.
Wasn't there a show called Jake and the Fat Man?
Yes, Jake and the Fat Man.
I remember the name. I don't remember the
William
concept.
Conrad was the guy's name. See, I know all kinds of trivial crap. And here's a trivial question. Let's see if anybody will know this, because now we'll go to trivia. What famous show, again, like the 80s, maybe early 90s, was a spin-off from Jake and the Fat Man? I'll give you a hint. It lasted a lot longer than Jake and the Fat Man.
Oh,
yes.
I don't know that.
Uh-huh.
Well, then again, because I wasn't that familiar with Jake and the Fat Man. So if you
brought him up.
Yeah, that's just good. Well, you know what? I was thinking. I was thinking
somebody knows the answer.
There's so much paper.
We got to clean up after this, you know.
Thanks
a lot.
I was curious. Do you think
you might have the answer? Let's see.
Do you think that name would fly in today's?
Oh no, absolutely not.
PC. This is an image of a Muppet version of me saying, "I am a real boy."
I am a real boy. I will grow up to be a good person.
We have to take a picture of this and post it.
Yeah, you should take a picture and post it.
Good.
Send it to me.
It's got a little balloon dog and everything.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh
my
good.
God. Yeah, Marty's right. I used to do Columbo. That's funny. I don't know if you can see it, folks. We're going to hold it on, but we're not going to be able to.
Yeah, we're going to post
3D
the
wrinkle
picture.
paper, so you're not going to be able to see it, but you never know. But we'll probably take a picture of it and then.
Oh, you know what? Here's what we'll do.
What will we do?
If you know the first person to answer the spin-off of Jake and the Fat Man will win an autograph, this one-of-a-kind, signed by the artist.
I was just going to say, we're going to have the artist sign it.
We're going to sign it, and this could be auctioned for upwards of hundreds of dollars, but we are going to
give it away.
Give it away if you know
the answer to what was the spin-off of the TV show Jake and the Fat Man. Nobody's going to know this because it's old. Nobody's going to know except me.
I immediately regret this because I wanted to keep this. I'm going to give you something that I want for myself. If you know that show, I feel like there's going to be a piece of paper flying towards me.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think you're risking anything because we're getting absolutely no feedback on that question because I don't think anybody knows it.
Oh, I was going to try to catch it.
So we'll give it a couple more minutes, and then there's another. Hold on 1 second.
This is so fun.
This brief non-commercial break.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter M
and
Monster.
Reams and reams of miniature legal paper. Brought to you by the paper company, Scott Paper Company, making paper everywhere near you. All kinds of paper near you. I don't even know if they make that kind of paper, but there was a Scott Paper Company.
I know.
It still is.
At first,
paper towels and vacuum tissue.
We got to do a show where, like, we know what references we're going to slip in, like, unbeknowing, and, like, not draw attention to it, and see if people can, like, get all of the references that we make and write them in and do another prize of something. Maybe signed 8x10 of...
One of it.
Just a blank 8x10 page
sign.
Later, you can print whatever picture you want on top of it.
Anybody could get a picture that's autographed, all right? But to get paper, parchment that's signed without a picture, you don't see that very often.
No, not at all.
You don't. And I think we're the guys that could do that.
We could
give that away.
I think if anybody would make more money off a picture not of themselves, it would be us.
I think you're right. I don't think it gets any better than that. Speaking of not getting any better, you're watching a high-quality show here. What a smooth segue. The Public John here on wildfireradio.com if you're listening, or on Facebook Live on the Public John page. I may have to step away for a moment.
I just saw. All right,
so I'm going to try and rectify that situation.
Now, what you've all been waiting for this entire time is the Rudy Reel Comedy Hour. We're going to get
hour?
Listen,
holy moly!
We have people just tuning in now, and we know why they're here. They're here for me. They're here for John got lost on the way to the computer and has ended up in the other side of Naomi's. Yeah, so you know what, John, while you're off camera, which is you were mean to me a lot. So now that you're not here, I'm gonna make fun of you. I just watched the Bill Murray story, Life Lessons Learned from a Mythical Man, the Bill Murray documentary of those Bill Murray stories.
Okay.
Have you seen this, or do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea, so that would be enough.
So
on that too. But.
There are these Bill Murray stories where somebody was out at a diner and
I've heard of them.
and somebody reached over, grabbed a couple of fries, and it was Bill Murray, and he said, "And nobody will believe you." And then he just took off. There's no proof. There's no or there was one story where a guy went to go get a new cup at this party, and when he walked into the kitchen, Bill Murray was there doing the dishes at this like college party house.
Nice.
And the documentary is
it's raining.
The documentary is
Make it rain.
One man following up on these stories and interviewing people that had proof of it. So
La 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 la.
Wait. Diagnosis murder.
That is correct. That is correct. You Google it. Yes, she says yes. She Googled it. She won her own drawing. How awesome is that? Well, congratulations. You win your own drawing.
That is
you win it back.
Amazing.
You know, and where else could that happen except here on the Public John?
You have no idea how happy I am that she has won her own signed drawing. And she's got to sign it before I give it to her.
Oh, sure. She has to.
But wait, don't I have to give it to her to sign it?
Oh, no, you could hold it.
Oh, all right. I think we can do that.
Give up possession.
Hi. I love
diagnosis murder is correct.
This has really been the best part of both shows combined is people throwing airmail at me.
That is true.
Yeah. I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
And so have I. Because it's been thrown at you. How do you explain that paper cut to the doctor? I don't know. I was just sitting there and something hit me right in the face. And the next thing I know, I needed 8 stitches.
Wow.
That's a hell of an arm.
What? Yeah, that's pro baseball.
Mm.
That's a pitch.
Yeah. You said what?
So
you said the throwing. Oh, I thought you meant. Never mind.
Oh, I didn't know what you were getting at.
Sometimes.
Pitch, like throwing a ball. I did not badmouth our only fan here.
Well, you were saying I was old earlier in the hearing and the singing and the rhyming and the weights and the thing.
So, all right, back to this story of this documentary.
Yep.
I'm thinking that the best ending or the best part of this documentary is going to be the director getting a Bill Murray story out of it.
Oh yeah.
And when all was I don't know if this is ruining it.
There's not really. I'll still watch it. You got to remember.
Spoiler alert for if anybody
anybody else that doesn't have John's memory problems. This is a spoiler alert. For me, it doesn't care. I could read a book and go end it and then go, hey, that book looks interesting, and start it all over.
You know this guy made the Earth and space in 7 days?
No, who's that?
God?
I don't know him. I know of him. I've never met him.
What happened to this conversation?
I don't know.
All right, so spoiler alert for this.
Bill Murray.
Because, I would love to.
I'd love to meet Bill Murray.
Oh,
yeah. He is a true real-life character, that guy. He's great. Seriously.
I know. I knew that's it. I heard they made a documentary about him.
No.
I hate you, John.
I think this show has to go on the road. Naomi's just thinking yes, please.
It's going to be 3 of the longest minutes left of this show.
Oh my God. Oh.
It's a good documentary. If you like it, go out and watch it.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, what's the worst thing to happen? We won't be at Naomi's. We'll be on the road, so you'll have trouble finding us. But I'll be honest with you, folks. Anything that involves Bill Murray, if it's meant to be funny, it's funny. And a lot of times, things that aren't even meant to be funny But yeah, he's done things like show up at weddings and start singing wedding songs. Just walk into places and bought people dinner and stuff. Like you said, in the back of a frat house, doing the dishes.
Listen, if you're gonna fall asleep during my Bill Murray story, I'm falling asleep on yours.
Okay, doesn't matter. At least then I get to say something once in a while. Oh,
He's just gonna flip my mic off. Like,
yeah,
you're not even here anymore.
What's the worst thing could happen, Rudy? Oh, look, I'm a ventriloquist because Rudy's lips are moving and nothing's coming out.
Is there more come?
No.
I'm gonna start catching it in the hat if I get.
Yeah, that would be so awesome.
Dude, it would look so smooth.
I know, but you're not really known to be athletic either. So
no.
That would even help your,
that
would help your reputation.
Yeah.
Oh,
actually, and the only song.
It's the only song.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, I'll change it.
I want to.
That's more appropriate for a magician.
I'm hearing all these new sounds from you. I'm not used to it.
Oh yeah, there's some in there. I've been known not to let them out, but I don't know. I'm letting them out tonight. Unless people are drinking. Everybody try to drink this coffee.
Today's show is sponsored by Jameson.
Because we didn't have Jack Daniels.
If you could get sponsored by one drink company, and that would be what would the drink that you'd want to be sponsored by?
Are you talking an alcoholic type?
Well, that would be up to you.
Any type.
Yeah,
of
any
liquid.
type.
If it's not for a specific occasion, I don't know. I am a gin guy deep down, even though I don't drink it very much anymore. I do like gin. So I would say Tanqueray.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I don't like just that.
Yeah, you want to get the.
But I do like actually almost everything. But I do like Tanqueray. Huh? But I will say that the last couple of years I've started to grow a little fond of. You ready for this?
I'm listening.
Tequila.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I like the tequila.
I hate that I had.
Yeah, so as soon as you thought tequila.
Yeah, it just immediately went into my head.
Can I tell you something?
I'm listening.
When you drink tequila, that's really like the last thing you think of. It's that stupid song. It really is. There's like no reason. Like, the only thing I do is I do go in and start talking like with a Spanish accent. I don't know why. But everybody likes it when I do it.
I think you just really like that accent. I've heard you break that out.
Yeah,
almost religiously on Sunday mornings at
I had
Naomi's.
somebody at work one time tell me, dude, we never know who's going to walk in the door. Sometimes you're British, sometimes you're Middle Eastern, sometimes you're Spanish, sometimes you're German, and it's just an accent, or sometimes you make up words that sound like they're words, but they're not.
We tried that earlier.
Yeah, we tried that before. In an accent or something, or I'll know two or three. Sometimes you're French. We never know. When you walk in the door and we say good morning, it's almost like we have a bet. A couple of them were saying they'd have a pool. What accent is John going to do today?
That would be fun. Do like a John Harris voice bingo.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. B7 and it translates to British. All right, then. B7, all right. And of course, everybody thinks, we all have different accents in America, but a lot of people don't realize, like, other countries do too. Like, Britain has different accents.
I'm listening, please. Educate.
I mean, if you ever think the royals or somebody upper class are going to talk more like this. But you can't get on the carriage ride and talk around it. But then you get somebody down in the urban area. And all right, love that. Well, do me a favor and just pass the ale. All right then.
All right, I can hear the difference. It's very audible there.
Yeah, I would say so. And so you do have differences. It's kind of fun.
More education brought to you by the Public John.
By the Public John. We're flushing out all that info for you. Oh, no, he did go there. He wasn't supposed to, but he did. Oh, no. Well, what are you going to do? So Rudy was getting airmail. We haven't heard anything from anybody else for a while, and we've only got about 5 or 10 minutes that we're going to stay on the audio part anyway. But we do want to talk about a couple of the serious things, of course, the holidays. Even not in Cumberland County, anywhere you're at, please go out and help places like the Red Cross. We have so many natural disasters in this country between the wildfires, still homeless and things like that. And what really gets me sometimes, Rudy, is when there is a disaster or a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as there is a new one, quote unquote, or as soon as a little bit of time goes by, people forget.
Isn't Flint, Michigan still having the water issues?
Michigan is still it's the same issue. It hasn't been fixed.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, years now, years, and they can't drink the water. You can't drink it. You can't bathe in it. You can't. It's full of so many toxic chemicals and lead and everything. So what they need, obviously, is bottled water. Yeah. We need bottled water constantly, or at least the organizations like Red Cross and places like that can use funds to get bottled water to these people. And then you have, of course, the people that have been misplaced and the families, of course, devastated by what's happened out in California with the wildfires. John only looks homeless. There are real homeless people to help. Good point, John. You're right, Dave. I only look at. Please don't help me, because I'm I can crawl into a bus stop anywhere. They're fairly sheltered.
Dave, that made me so happy. Thank you. Can I?
You know what it is? Rudy can't stand more than 37 seconds of serious.
I was doing very good. I
was listening, and he was acting like he cared. He really did.
I very much did care, and there's just something about somebody making fun of you that will trump homeless people. Yes, 90% of the time. It will
trump tragedy every time. And the worst part about that is I'm with it. I'm okay with that. So because it happens all the time. So it just doesn't matter. But Dave, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it, brother. Haven't heard from you in a while. And hey, if you're around, come on down. We're doing a Jersey Comedy / Lucky Duck show next Friday, a week from tonight, really.
7 marvelous days.
7 marvelous days and 8.
I'm getting ready for my voiceover work.
You're doing a whole different stuff. So I would do the DJ. You're doing the soothing.
Oh, listen.
You know what you would be good at?
I'm so terrified of this answer.
No. With that, Rudy would be good with the. You have depression? See your doctor. Prozac is this and that and this, and then I can hear you still even being hushed more going. Other side effects include wanting to step in front of a bus when doing 70. So you have that feeling when you're taking Prozac.
I mean, I want to write up the script. Do you or somebody you know suffer from anything? We know what you need.
Placebo. Placebo, the cure-all pill that feels like it's not working. That's placebo.
Oh my God, I love this. All right, so if anybody's looking for voiceover work, this voice could be yours.
And if you're not looking for voiceover work,
this voice could be yours.
Rudy will still bring his voice to you. It's soothing. It almost sounds like one of those radio shows where I'll take your call.
Yeah, Rudy, you're the love doctor, I know, and I'm having a problem. My girlfriend told me the other day that I should get lost, and I asked her if I could use her GPS, and she said that would defeat the purpose. Get out. What did she mean?
And I could hear Rudy going, well, in her own subtle way, I think she was telling you to get out. You may want to back in Rudy's voice. So you're doing that.
I just looked up voiceover script, so I'm gonna give this one a shot.
I'll give one a shot. All right, Rudy's good. Here we go. Let me give you an intro. You ready?
I gotta
channel.
Meanwhile,
Rudy Reel
at the Hall of Justice. Still, don't laugh. This is a professional.
Then we may have to walk away.
Still dialing 0 to call people collect? Stop. It's expensive. Instead, dial 1-800-COLLECT. Dialing 1-800-COLLECT instead of 0 saves the people you call up to 44%. Just dial 1-800-COLLECT. Follow the simple instructions and your call will go through in seconds. Calling home? Save yourself money. 1-800-COLLECT. Dial it today.
Now let me give it a shot.
Oh, yeah.
DJ voice, right? Now you heard Rudy's suiting.
I'm so happy with that. Having trouble reading? Try.
That's
Yeah,
spending $3 to get glasses. All right. I really can't. Nope, it does. Okay. Oh, now it doesn't. What kind of phone do you have? You got a dyslexic visual. Oh, here we go. And now I've just pissed off every dyslexic. Here we go. Come on over. Come on over.
Call collect 801.
It's not working. Here we go. This is it. What did you do? I'm trying to get to your phone here. What kind of phone is this?
I think you're still reading the ad.
Rudy has a future in audio. Ooh, audio.
Oh, who said that? Was that Zach?
No.
Oh. What
What are you auditioning?
It's like, no, Zach knows what he's talking about. He wouldn't say that about you.
Exactly. You know what? I can't get it. It just keeps skipping every time I get ready to start, so it keeps skipping. So I can.
You know what? That sounds a lot like a man that knows he would lose this.
Yeah, I can't. You win. Here, I'll give it to you. How's that?
Here we go.
Oh, wait, you got it so I can read
Right
it?
there. Yeah,
Okay.
let's see.
You think I can read it? Okay. Same identical commercial. Here we go. 1-800-COLLECT. Still dialing 0 to call people collect? Stop! That's expensive. Instead, dial 1-800-COLLECT. Dialing 1-800-COLLECT instead of 0 saves the people you call up to 44%. Just dial 1-800-COLLECT, follow the simple instructions, and your call will go through in seconds. Calling home? Save yourself money. 1-800-COLLECT. Dial it today.
I want you to do voiceover for funeral homes.
Oh, that would be so wouldn't that be great?
So badly.
Thank you for calling Johnson Funeral Home. Johnson Funeral Home.
Did your dad just kick the bucket?
You kill him, we chill him. Johnson Funeral Home.
You want to save money by burying him in a pine box? We have the cheapest option for you.
Your loved one feeling stiff. Nope, this is at the doctor's office. Thank you for calling Johnson Funeral Home.
Oh my God, we need to do this. Wait, and who's? Yes, Margie, I'm gonna. Whoa! Oh, Rudy must have had an orgasm when he thought it was Zach. Yeah, I thought I had a new career opportunity.
He thought he had a new voiceover career opportunity.
I got so excited.
You don't want to get paid for that, do you?
Yes, I absolutely want to get paid.
Then you're not quite good enough.
All right. Well, no, hold on.
I'm short of being good enough.
I want to be good enough to get paid for it. If I got to talk a little bit for free,
yeah, you might have to talk a little bit for free. And just as you're right about good enough, that we won't need you. But hey, actually, we could start the voiceover broadcasting school.
Oh my God, yes.
When you talk in public, you have problems. You go, when you get ready to try to sell something, do you want to be a salesperson, but you just don't have the energy? Come to our broadcasting school. You can learn to do voiceovers and project yourself, which really, if you think about it, it's kind of like the old Carnegie schools. Remember that?
Yeah.
So, they were supposed to teach you how to project and, basically project your voice and feel free in public and communicate with people if you weren't very good at it.
I am so excited to go back and re-listen to this just so I can hear my commercial. Like, I'm not going to lie, I kind of stopped listening to you because I'm just imagining how good I sound.
Rudy, you haven't listened to me for about an hour and 6 minutes, okay? Please.
You said, we're here at Naomi's, and you're listening to Paul and John. I just kind of went,
gone, out of here.
There's a white noise in the background.
Even when I was doing the channel stuff, Rudy's looking at me going, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
I was admiring this lovely Muppet Kermit the Frog version of me.
But let's talk about diagnosis murder. Which was the correct answer. But it was by the artist, so the artist wins her own award.
That's because she knew the value of this and didn't want it going out to somebody. Ugh. She's gonna auction this off at the 24 hour.
24 hour. It's gonna be auctioned off at the M25.
Oh my God! Can we please do this?
Tote board and everything.
I'm gonna have to see if we can get the.
Oh man!
I want to see if we can get the okay from the author.
From the author? Well, no.
The artist.
The artist. Yeah. And actually, that might be it coming in. This just in. Hurry up with this. This dude's getting tired.
What? That's such a ridiculous request.
What is this? Okay, I'm going to try and read this, folks. If I, what, bring?
If I
You read it. You read it, because I have a double point on it. They're attached to my face.
If I buy an absurd amount of pearl oysters, can we open them together? Maybe awkwardly on the show.
Why not? That could be another Public John podcast.
It couldn't be any worse than this one.
First off, what we'd be able to do is, first off, not only the video, but because we put it on audio, and repost it on Wildfire, I'd probably have to give play-by-play. That would be hysterical. Okay, right now, she's opening up the oyster.
Oh.
Folks, this is called shucking.
Another educational moment by the Public John.
If you open an oyster, you are shucking the oyster.
Oh.
Which is shucking is a freaking word. I don't hear right you won't hear unless you change the concept.
They're amazing. I love working with you, John, because
why?
I never know where things are going to go, and somehow it always ends up in the most ridiculous but entertaining and fun.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Place
it kind of is. That's actually one reason because of how much fun we had last time, and I want to have Timmy on with us again too. That was a lot of fun.
I love Timmy.
And maybe a couple other people.
Timmy should be able to announce the movie that he's going to be in.
Yes. Well,
he wasn't able to do that last time.
When he gets to the point where he can make that public.
Yeah.
I want to put him on the show.
And what better place to make it public
than the Public John?
It's almost like it's in the name.
Almost. You would think it is. But we're going to get ready to wrap up the audio portion. We may stay a couple more minutes on Facebook Live, folks, because we are having a pretty good time. And Margie, thank God, Rudy, almost had an orgasm. I really wanted to have one. But you're right, he almost had one. But then again, that's not always a good thing either. And no, hold on to that. We're going to go away from audio. We're going to go away. We want to thank you folks for listening on Wildfire Radio. WildfireRadio.com, and then put in the Public John. This has been episode 8. I've been here with a very special guest, Rudy Reel from Lucky Duck Entertainment. We're going to stay on Facebook Live for a few more minutes anyway. If you guys chime in, want to say anything, ask us a question, make a silly remark, I'm sure we'll respond because I'm a jerk. And
I'm a good person. I will answer honestly any questions that you have.
Perfect balance there. He'll give you a serious answer because he's a good person. Even if it's funny, it's a true answer.
I just watched the replay of me trying to get back up off of the bench here.
Okay.
I hate myself. That looked like the least smooth trying to sit back up moment.
Oh no! Was that like John trying to stand?
Yeah, that was
me trying to stand.
That's not good. Terrible.
So thank you folks for listening. WildfireRadio.com, the Public John. Also on iTunes, and if you go on that, subscribe because we're going to try and keep this going. We're going to be at number 10 pretty soon. I think this one's number 8, really.
Yeah.
So a couple of more weeks, I'm going to get this puppy to number 10. We're going to be happy about that. At least I will be.
I would be happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell all my friends to check out Wildfire Radio, thepublicjohn.com, and Facebook.
Facebook, iTunes.
And I hear that you're on Spotify.
Spotify.